Yo, what is happening, everybody? Hope you're all having a great day. Welcome back to another QPR career mode episode. We are in series 2 episode 9 now, I believe. Now, before we start, let's just have a recap of what happened last episode. We played the likes of Liverpool, Tottenham in the Cup, Brighton and Watford, where we got 3 wins and 1 loss. Now, one of the wins were a cup game, FA Cup game against Tottenham. We beat them 2-1. The only game we did lose was against Liverpool, which was at home. We lost 2-1, and the Watford win was 2-0, and the Brighton win was 3-0. Now, in today's episode, we have transfer deadline day, which is the main thing to do today. Also, we have 3 games: Fulham, Southampton and Tottenham, which will be running through the whole of February as well. So it should be a pretty easy episode today, so stay tuned. Now we are obviously in transfer deadline day and we want some players, we want to bring in some people. Now it's going to be pretty interesting because some of my scouts have not brought back anything yet, but we do have players in the shortlist, and we will do this now. We'll go through it now. My main target is a CDM or a centre mid, someone box to box that can play. Now we have got a couple of targets in mind, which is Vitaly Yanel, who's at Brentford still, but they did get relegated, I believe, so we could get him cheaper. We also scouted Pablo Rosario from Nice. He's a good CDM, really interesting CDM as well, from Holland. Obviously, I put Rio Hatate on there because I'm a big fan of his at the moment. He's doing so well at Celtic, and I think he's just such a talented box-to-box player. Can thread balls through, has a great eye on vision. So yeah. Dewsbury Hall was another target as well, just a good youngster that was breaking through last season and eventually got into the team this season. Lewis Cook, who obviously I'm interested in for a long time now, just a talented centre mid. Pretty much not much more to say about that than that. We got Josh Brownhill, Maddie Camara and Suet Serda. Now these are the only guys pretty much I only have in CDM or centre mid position that we're interested in. Now obviously there's only really 2 that shine out to me, and that is the Dewsbury Hall and the Vitaly Yanel. I can only bring in 1. Now with the money that I got about 29 million, and I just don't want to bring 1 CDM in. I want to bring a couple of other positions that I want to bring in for the future. Obviously in this career mode with me, I like to kind of keep it the way I would like to keep it, and that is bringing in youngsters and growing them at the same time for this club to grow. But I'm sure we'll get that. You'll see that probably in this episode going into it. So the first thing, obviously, what I'm going to do is go for Dewsbury Hall. I want Dewsbury Hall, talented guy, 24, and he seems to be a bit more interesting than Vitaly with price wise. So let's go straight in for him. Now Leicester have obviously put a release clause on him, which is 13.8 million. I honestly think we can get him for so much cheaper than that. Let's just go straight into it with negotiations, because I reckon I can get him so much cheaper than that. So now we're going to offer a transfer fee of 5 mil to start off. And now if he goes away, I don't know what to say. I'm going to be a bit shocked. So we'll submit that. And reasonable offer, he's gone straight for it. We've pretty much saved almost 7 million in the kitty there with that release clause. Now all there is to do now is obviously negotiations with the contract. Now I tend to not go into that with myself. I let my assistant do it, so we're going to delegate it. Now he is on a weekly wage of 50 grand, so it's going to be quite interesting to see what we do with it. So we're going to delegate it. Now, our assistant is saying to start the wage off at 45 and don't go higher than 72. Right, now, I don't really want to go over 50. So I'm actually just going to say... He's on such a high wage for a player of his caliber. I'm a bit shocked by it as well. Let's go 45 to 55. Let's see. Let's push the budget a little bit because we have got the money. Let's go for it. I like the centre mid, and if not, we have backups. We have obviously Lewis Cook, and we also have Vitaly Yanel, who I'm probably interested in the same way as Dewsbury anyway. Now, as it is deadline day, there was obviously youngsters that I wanted to bring in. Now, a couple of them, I'll just do it this way, it'll be easier. So, I saw Fabian Ayala in there when we played Burnley. The left back, and he's 18. I don't know where they got from. I'm hoping he's homegrown talent, but I highly doubt it. But we can't sign him yet. Obviously, he's 8 million, but he's just moved to Burnley, which makes me think, obviously, he's come from abroad. Now, other targets, obviously, Lewis Levy Colwill. We got a guy called Lamara Bogarde. He's a talented centre back apparently in Aston. I don't know much about him. I've seen bits and bobs, but he seems a decent youngster to grow. Obviously, we've got Alex Scott. We are looking at bringing an attacking midfielder. Now, Alex Scott, I know, is a talented central attacking midfielder for Bristol City. He's done phenomenal coming into that Bristol City squad in the Championship. So we're probably going to see if we can try going for him. We'll see what happens. But apart from that, the other guy that I was interested in was Omar Bamidili. I don't really know much of him, but for a 20-year-old to be 70 rated, he's from Ireland, and I think he's got a good pace as well to fulfill for like that Rob Dickey position. So yeah, obviously we have Fabio Cavalio, but we all know about now, sure. And if you don't know, then I can't. You just need to switch off, man. Like, talented centre attacking mid, man. So everybody, as you can see, if you're not seeing it already on the notifications, Dewsbury Hall has accepted a £45,000 wage a week. So he's taking a bit of a cut to come to QPR for some important first team playing role. He's signing a 4-year contract, he is. So let's go straight away and accept that. Brilliant signing for us. Brilliant way to handle it. Got him lower than what we thought. So we're saving some money. It's great signing in my opinion. Now we have 8 hours to go in this deadline day. I'm hoping to sign a couple more players that I'm looking at. But yeah, let's see what happens. We also get a transfer offer for Chris Willock here from Leverkusen for about 12.5. I'm rejecting it. Really ridiculous offer there. So we finally get a loan offer for Charlie Kelman. Now it's not what I really want at the moment because we are going to start using him for a little while. So yeah, we're going to reject that straight away. So everybody, we have actually had an interesting thing just happen right now. Charlie Kelman has been approached by Salzburg for on loan. Now, I was seeing if I could bring in a striker on loan or someone that could probably replace him, just send him out on loan, because Salzburg is a good shout for him. So yeah, we're gonna go and try and send him on a loan, but only for a short loan to Salzburg. We are to see if they accept that first, because we only have 3 hours left. We do, I believe. Let's check. Yeah, we only have 3 hours left, so they might not get it in time. So we have got backup, but obviously we'll see what happens. So we have had the interesting thing happen now. There has been a loan agreement from Salzburg for Kelm for a short-term loan. We are going to accept that straight away because I want him to go out on loan. I really did. So we're going to stick with that. We've had a transfer for Moses, which we're going to reject because it's so late now in the window. We ain't going to be able to find a replacement. So we have just ended the transfer window of deadline day. And unfortunately, we have some bad news. Now, let's stick with the bad news first. So with the bad news, we did try to obviously let Kelman go out on loan. Unfortunately, it was just too late to let it do. He didn't get it done in time, and he will be staying at the club for now. Now, we did have a replacement for him, and that was where is he? Alex Scott. We made an offer, they accepted it, we sent a contract offer, but he didn't want, he passed it, but obviously in the game it obviously was too late to even sign, so he failed. That was not successful, so unfortunately we're not bringing on in Scott, but maybe in the future, you never know. But in the meantime, we did make another sign-in, and that was Lamar Bagade, the centre back from Aston Villa, the youngster. He has come abroad. He has on a 4-year contract, a prospect squad role, which is brilliant for us. Only on a £6 grand contract, so that is pretty much a good bargain for us. He can also play left back as well, remember that. So welcome aboard, Lamar Bagade. Apart from that, we've had a really good transfer window. We are doing well in the season. We've brought in someone in Dewsbury Hall to fulfill that CDM role, or box-to-box midfielder, whatever you want to call it, to help us in the season. And we've also brought in a youngster to develop. Right, everybody, we are officially in our first game of the episode today against Fulham, our West London rivals. Now, let's get straight into this game and see what it brings. So, we are going to get straight into the teams with QPR first. We have got Ilya Sher, Divock Origi and Chris Willock all up front, with Dazelle and Amos in the CDM roles, or central mid roles as you call it. We've got McCallum, Barbe, Device, Dickey and Tavernier all at the back, with Dieng still in goal, being superb still. Now on our bench we've got Jacob Greaves, Jimmy Dunn, Moses. We've given a bench spot to Dewsbury Hall to see how he does today, if he does come on. Cole Palmer, Kyan Prince and Lyndon Dykes. Now let's have a look at that Fulham team. Now Fulham's team, Alexander Mitrovic up front with Tom Carney. They've also got Cavallero, Harry Wilson, Harrison Reed, Josh Numa, Alex Canteles, Tim Ream, Michael Hector, Hector Bellerin and Mark Rodak. On their bench they got Paulo Gazzaniga, Anthony Robinson, Anthony Knockaert, Rodrigo Muniz, Cyrus Christie, Fabio Cavalio and Jay Stanfield. That is the Fulham team. Now let's go into this game and see what we can do. Right, so we're kicking off at home. We need them results at home obviously, because we want to fulfill that objective this season. 10 wins at home. Now this should be an easy game, to be honest, with how we're doing. I think Fulham are pretty much bottom of the league. So yeah, let's see what we can do, get a good start, possibly a big result for us as well. Kearney on that ball skips and Barbe gets the interception again. Now we're on the counter-attack here with Dazelle. We see Cher on the wing. Cher could be in here. Finesses it way over the bar for some odd reason. And there's not much movement going on. We need to get something going. And we see Amos on that run. But I wasn't comfortable enough to do it. And he loses to Tim Ream again. And it goes out for half time. Tim Ream has been superb in this first half for them, to keeping us out. But yeah, we go in with a 0-0 at half time. Let's see what the second half brings. So that first half was pretty us, but horrible with shooting wise. We need to be a bit more better with the shooting and obviously the passing. But yeah, good signs coming out of the squad so far. Callum on the ball with a nice little turn there. Tavernier's on that wing. He sees him. What a ball! Tavernier sees Willock. Oh, and Origi with a horrific touch. Oh, that could have been the opportunity. It's not been great. Yeah, Ilias Share, I think that was, or Dizelle, sorry. They look the same in this game. So Dizelle on the ball. Sees Origi, and Origi turns in. What can he do? Finesses it into that top corner. Brilliant start. Let's go. Origi is flying high at the moment. We might bring Dykes on soon. We'll see what happens. But yeah, 1-0. So 9 goals in 20 games for Origi. It's been phenomenal this season for us. Hopefully more to come. And maybe even sign him at the end of the window. Or the end of the season, I should say. Alright, Mitrovic gets tackled by Barbe. And it's a great pass to Willock. And he's just gone in straight there. He has... I don't know who that is. Who is that? Alex Canteles gets a yellow for a horrific challenge there. Fulham are bringing on someone. So Fabio Cavalio is coming on for Tom Carney. So it is time for QPR to bring on subs. 3 on 3 off. We are giving a debut to Dewsbury Hall coming on. Let's see what he does. Rob Dickey with a great interception there. And it's a horrific pass again by Willock. Tavernier gets it through. And Fabio with a little shot there with Senny saving it. Now Fulham making another sub. Anuma's coming off. For... I have no idea who that is. We'll find out in a second. But right now they're on a corner. And it was Muniz coming on. Now, Muniz is on here with a chance. We've got to keep him out here. Reed skips through. Fabio Cavalio shoots. And it's a great save by Senny Dieng yet again. Now, another sub for Fulham. Harry Wilson coming off for Anthony Knockhart. Don't think it's going to make a big difference. But yeah, we're 5 minutes to go. Corner. Let's see what happens. Now, 4 added minutes. Not much to really say on that one. Mitrovic on the ball. We should keep it out here. Should be our points. And Tavernier does win that back. And Willock is on the run. With almost 1 minute to go. Gives to Dykes. Dykes shoots. Hits the post. Which could have made it 2-0. And it goes out for full time. So we win that game 1-0, which we should have won more. We gave a debut to Dewsbury Hall, so that was all that mattered really. Dykes comes on, almost scores, hits the post, but we get the 3 points. That's all that matters. Right now, we've just ended that game. We get that win. 3 points is all that matters. But we have a loan offer for Oliver Stark, our youth prospect, who's just come in to the squad, and it is from VFL Bochum. 1 year loan deal, which is going to be rejected straight away. I don't know much of the club. I don't want to send him out on loan just yet because it's not even a transfer window. Obviously, it will go through to the start of the new season, but I want him to go for a better club than that. So, as you can see, we are 5th after that game still. We are doing brilliant this season. For our first season Premier League, phenomenal. But we have Southampton away next, who are 9th. So it's going to be pretty hard. Let's sort out the teams and I'll see you in that game. Okay everybody, we are in the Southampton game. Let's see what our teams that I've put out. So we have Ilias Share, Divock Origi and Chris Willock all up front still. They've just been superb, all of them this season. It's pretty hard to make a bit of rotation there, but that's our best forward line for this game, I think. We got Andre Dizelle and Stefan Johansson welcomes his place back into the first team. We're giving Luke Amos a rest. So yeah, let's see what that does. Sam McCallum, Björn Barbe, Geordie, Dickey and Tavernier all at the back with Senny Dieng in goal. On the bench, we have Jacob Greaves, Jimmy Dunn, Moses, Shrewsbury Hall, Cole Palmer, Kyle Prince and Lyndon Dykes. That is the team for today's game. Let's see that Southampton team. Now, Southampton's team, they got two up front. They got Yasichi and Thomas with Nathan Redmond, Beltran, Diallo and Theo Walker all in midfield. Roman Perud, Lyanko, I believe it's pronounced, Jack Stevens and Tino Liverento all at the back with Adri Lunin in the goal, who they've just signed, I believe. Now in the sub bench they've got Alex McCarthy, Jan Valerie, Romeo, Nathan Teller, Kyle Walker-Peters, Samuel Chukwueze and Shane Long. I might need to get some help pronouncing these before I start these episodes, but yeah, there's the Southampton team. Let's get into this game. So we started the last game pretty well against Fulham. We did. We got the 3 points, what we wanted, and we are moving up that table, which is a bit surprised. But this is going to be a bit more difficult. Southampton away. Let's see what they can do. Now it's a great ball to Redmond, and they're playing this ball pretty nicely with Diallo in the middle. Now he sees a Walcott who gives it to Thomas, I think that was. But it's another great save by Senny anyway. Get him out of the box. Yes, Geordie, well done. He's been superb for us this season. And there was me thinking of sending him out on loan at the start of the season. Right, he got a great cross in there by Willock to give it to Cher. The 5'5" midget has scored from a header. This game is mad. But we go up 1-0. I'm happy with that. So there you go, Ilias Cher with 8 goals out of 26 games. He's been superb this season. His heading's been phenomenal in this game. Wish he could do it in real life though. Really phenomenal. But we go 1-0. Let's get in and try and grab another goal. Right, Ilias Cher on the ball again. And he's just skimming through Southampton like it's nothing. And he sees Tavernier on the wing. Whips it in. And Cher has only gone and done it again. He's only gone and done it with a brilliant volley with his left foot. It's just been phenomenal this season. The number 10 has proved me wrong again. 2-0. How is he not getting to that? I've just seen the replay and the keeper should be getting to that. But that was 2 easy goals, quick succession. Let's keep going. And Rob Dickey runs out furiously. He's left the Southampton attack on alert here. But Tavernier, can he get to it? No, he can't. Perud has literally got in his way. And Redmond has just gone through straight at our defence. And Barbe gets the block. Luckily he gets that, but it does go out for half time. 2-0. 2 brilliant goals from Cher. Great start to this game. It's been phenomenal. Right, so start of the second half. Not much to say apart from it's been all lost in the first. But let's just keep going. Right, we get that ball back easy with Willock. Yeah, Hansen. Sees Origi. Origi shoots. And it's a great save by Lunin. And Rob Dickey goes in for the challenge. And what has he done? He's fallen to the floor, but he brilliantly got it easily. Now we see Origi in the middle. Origi pops it, hits the post. I think we should have given it to Cher on the wing. Sweated it for his hat-trick. So here we go. I believe Southampton making a sub as well. Theo for Diallo and Chukwueze for whoever it was. And there's our subs there, as you can see. We've brought on, changed the formation to 5-2-1-2. We've brought on Shrewsbury Hall to see what he can do again. 30 seconds to go. That's it, I think, with that kick. That's it. There you go. Full time. Brilliant result for us. Quiet second half. But we get a 2-0 win against Southampton. That's 2 wins on the trot in this episode, to be honest. Hopefully we gone up that table. Maybe in the Champions League spot right now, if we are. It'd be a bit of a surprise, but Ilias Cher, a great performance there for us. So there it is. As you can see, with that 2-0 win to Southampton, we have moved up to 4th. Spurs and Man United have come out of that top 4, and we have moved up with 2 points spare. So there it is, 2 points apart from Tottenham, and I believe that is 5 points away from 6th. That is Man United. Brilliant start we are in the Champions League already with the team that we got, and it's been phenomenal. So our next game is Tottenham. Now they are probably hoping for a bit of revenge after the FA Cup upset. Now the only thing that we have is probably going to affect us is Lyndon Dykes is unhappy with his game time. Now we're probably going to obviously try and get him some more game time, but I can't help it if Origi is scoring and banging in the goals which we need. So let's just get into this game and we'll see the squads in the game. So we'll see you there. So we are in our final game of the episode against Spurs at home. Crucial wins at home is what we need. We are about maybe 4 home wins left of completing of that objective, I should say. But obviously, before we get into the game, let's get into the squads. We got Ilias Cher, Dykes and Cole Palmer all up front. Now we have given, obviously with Dykes moaning about it, we need to give him some game time. And also Cole Palmer, I want to give him some game time as well. Chris Willock isn't exactly doing great on his form at the moment. Ilias Cher is at the moment on fire. So we've replaced Willock for Cole Palmer and Dykes for Origi. Now we've got Dazelle and Johansson still in the middle. They're just been phenomenal last game, so we're going to keep it like that. Sam McCallum, Barbe, Geordie, Dickey and Tavernier all at the back, with Senny still obviously in goal. On the bench we have Jacob Greaves, Jimmy Dunn, Moses, Kieran, Drewsbury Hall, Chris Willock, Kyan Prince and Divock Origi. We'll see what that happens if we bring them on. No doubtly we will, but let's go check that Tottenham team. Right, now Tottenham have gone with Son, Zapata and Mora all up front, with Højbjerg, Sola in the middle, with Ben Davis, Eric Dyer, Kimbepe, Davidson, Sanchez and Japhet Tanganga all at the back, with Hugo Lloris in goal. They got Galina, Lena, Bowen, Harry Kane, Emerson, Ndombele and Dane Scarlett all on the bench. I don't know why Kane is on the bench. That must be a bit of a glitch, but screw it, let's deal with it. We got Zapata to deal with. Should be okay for our defense, so let's just get into this game. Tottenham are probably hoping for some revenge after their FA Cup upset when we knocked them out. Pretty good for us. But yeah, let's see what they bring with Zapata up front and our new rotational up front 3. Son, now what can Son do? Just give it to Ben Davis. He should just run with it. But Ben Davis on the attack on the wing here. What can he do? He whips it in, and Solar as a pop, but Senny is not having it. What a save. Right, Tavernier on the run here. And Cole Palmer's in there. And it's a horrific pass, but Cher gets to it, and it's a great save by Hugo Lloris. Right, Ilias Cher on the ball, skips through. Sees Dykes on the run. It's a great little ball through the top. Heads it down as a pop, and there it is. Dykes gets his goal to prove us wrong why we should be playing him. 1-0 against Tottenham. Brilliant start to the game. So 7 goals in 21 matches for Dykes. Obviously he hasn't been playing much because of Origi, but he's proven us wrong to play him more often. There we go, 1-0 right on half time exactly, and we go in to the first half, win the lead, in the lead I should say. Brilliant start. Wasn't the greatest, it ain't been the greatest of games, but we're winning. That's all that matters. Now Tottenham needs to do better against us with their attacking options, because this shouldn't be happening. I was hoping for a challenge. We might have to change something This has been a pretty easy season for me so far, surprisingly. Maybe it's just the algorithm, but with dude Van Zapata shoots and scores. Proves me wrong yet again. Zapata with a goal to make it 1-1. We've let him in easily there. Zapata throws it to Solar and he goes through the defense easily, and he has a shot, and Senny, brilliant save again. And here it is, Tottenham sub. I believe that is Kane, because Zapata, like I said, yep, the danger man is coming on for Tottenham. We got to watch out for him. Giselle throws it to Johansson. Højbjerg, we see Dykes, and it's gone out for a free kick. Horrific challenge again, and he's off. Another red card for Tottenham in another game. Højbjerg this time with a silly challenge to Stefan Johansson. And here they go, they're making a sub. Lucas Moura is coming off for Tanguy Ndombele. Let's see what that does to change the game. They got 10 men. Let's go for it. Let's play this properly now. Let me see Barbe back there to McCallum. Callum on the ball still brilliantly. Dykes to Johansson out wide to Tavernier. You see Dykes was meant for Cher. Back to Johansson. Sees Cher. He sees Giselle in the middle, and he has a pop, and he scores in the top bins. Oh god, Jermaine Genius wanna be there. Right, here we go. We're making our sub. Cole Palmer is coming off, and Johansson is for Dewsbury Hall and Divock Origi. We are putting 2 up front. See what that does to the team. Now, it could be dangerous there. 3 minutes to go. Are they going to go close? Yep, they are with Solar. And Son whips it in. And we get it out. And Tavernier loses it in a dangerous spot to Kane. And he throws it to Son on the wing. And he cuts through. And there it is. The same as before. But this time a draw. I think that's how it's going to stay. 2-2. So, Solar with the goal there on the 90th minute. I think it's going to stay a draw. We haven't defended really well this game. Let's just clear it out. Dewsbury Hall. Dykes, I think that's it. Yep. Thank God for that. So, we go in with a 2-2 draw. We was hoping for the win, but we get the draw. We'll take the point. Tottenham are still below us though, hopefully. But yeah, not as much as the greatest of games I've had today. So we get the draw in that game against Tottenham, and we're going to have a look at the table quick before we go. We got 4th place still, 2 points clear still, but Manchester United now and Tottenham. It's a bit of a tight battle between Liverpool, Chelsea and Man City for that title, but I'm a bit surprised we are in 4th position. Relegation wise, Fulham, Watford, West Brom. So yeah, there's a table. So apart from that, we are going to leave it there for today. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, leave a comment if you want to, and we'll catch you next episode. Have a great day. Peace.